Somebody came up with this. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I don't even know what that means. Waste Management reporting its fourth quarter earnings, beating analysts' estimates, but falling short on revenue. Joining us now, talk more about North America's top trash haulers, Jim Fish, President and CEO of Waste Management. I would have said it like this, that there, a lot of people have, like on the speed dialer, doctor, lawyer, therapist, hair colorist, and below. For me, I would put like the garbage guys up here. And all you need to do is live somewhere or be somewhere where they're on strike for a couple of weeks, and you realize it's like solid waste disposal is one of the most important services that we have. I want to start, though, by talking about you don't have a direct business in the medical waste management over in China right now, but there are tons piling up apparently in Hubei. You do, though, have a stake in a Shanghai company over there. Is there any effect there on coronavirus?
It's a very, very small stake.
40% of, but it's not a big.
Yeah, the stake is substantial, but the business is very small.
So you don't do anything. You're not being affected by this at all. But I mean, as someone that is involved in some medical waste disposal here and other things, I mean, is it a daunting challenge over there? I understand they're not very sophisticated, some of their facilities in those provinces, to deal with this explosion of what's happening, of medical waste over there.
Yeah, I think it's a daunting challenge, honestly, not just in China, but in other countries around the world. We are always being reached out to by countries, whether it's in Africa or whether it's in India or countries around the world who are interested in us providing expertise, and certainly China is no exception.
The numbers that you just reported, the earnings per share was above expectation. I'm looking at one comment here from KeyBank, though, Jim. We expect the stock, it could open weak on the fourth quarter EBITDA miss and the guidance for 2020 coming in below expectations. Were they expecting too much, or?
No. I mean, guidance was EBITDA. If you use that as the metric, we projected 5.2% growth. That's pretty good. I mean, that's.
But is it where you were? Is the midpoint of the range below where analysts were expecting for any particular reason?
The midpoint of the range was, first of all, if you go off of kind of fourth quarter had a couple of one-timers in it.
Okay.
It totaled about $40 million.
Okay.
So if you add those back and then look at 5.2% growth, I think most analysts were in that general range. So I think we have pretty healthy guidance, particularly in light of EBITDA at 5.2% revenue in the 4% range. That's all pretty good for a 2 or 3% economy.
Other than that, the stock has been doing well, and your efforts, I think, are focused really on just doing what you do better for customers, right? I mean, you're not, the demand is kind of, goes up with, I guess, a strong economy to some extent, but it is kind of flat year to year. You're not going to get 10% revenue growth.
Well, look, the stock has quadrupled in 7 years.
How? Just on your
and
efforts.
it's really what you said. It's
It's
not really anything super exciting. It's efficiencies and bringing technology and data and analytics to the company and applying that to our customer metrics, applying it to our sales metrics, applying it to our operational metrics. It's not anything super sexy, but boy, it sure has been sexy on the stock price.
Right, and it's just collecting garbage better and more efficiently or as efficiently as you possibly can. There's a lot of people that love to, look at your recycling business and all the other stuff. This is still de minimis in terms of it's what, $12 million on $4 billion or something.
Yeah, it's small in comparison to the big engine. The engine that's generating all these returns is still the solid waste
People
business.
still want to talk about it, though, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, look, we're committed to it. We're committed to recycling. It's a good thing for the U.S. It's a good thing for the world, and we're having to change the business a bit. But to your point, it is still small relative to the rest of the business.
Do you really do better in a strong economy? Do people create more trash?
I'm not sure that individuals at their houses create more trash, but a big piece of our business is industrial, a piece of it is commercial, and that does fluctuate a bit.
We want to wrap it up. I'll end with, I did see something on Drudge. I guess you love hoarders. But they removed 8,000 pounds of trash from someone's house yesterday, a hoarder. Actually, you probably wouldn't like that because you wouldn't have to do it every week. Hoarders probably are not something you like, right?
Well, we typically limit how much you can put out, so 8,000 might be over the limit.
What would you do? I read that and I'm like, oh my God, what? I mean, that is really, it's on Drudge. If you want to, it was not on on Huffington Post, so you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't know. If I actually dejunked my house, I'm afraid how much
What?
I'd take out.
What's that?
I think I could fill a dumpster with junk out of my house.
Jim, you ready for anything? Thank you. Thanks for putting up with everything, but I think we got some good info. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
Great to see you, Jim.